tell me what's really going on?
Stubborn kid, wonder where he gets it.
You're driving.
Really?
Did you take our son along for a demon fight?
Just cut the bullshit and tell me the truth.
Hi, Maxwell. How are you doing? Good to see you again, sir.
Hey, good to see you. How you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Congratulations on the series. Fantastic. So time's of the essence, so I'm going to dive straight into this.
Go for it.
You've got plenty of guitars there in the background. I'm quite curious, how into country music are you? Were you kind of prepped for the show before you went in, yeah?
Oh yeah, I'm a big country music fan. I mean, John Prine's my favorite of all time, but I also grew up playing old time string music too. So a lot of that stuff is from the region that we filmed the show in. So yeah, I was well versed for sure.
Uh-huh. Talking being well versed, obviously the last time I spoke to you was for Arcadian, which you were kind of fighting against these beings with your father, who was Nicolas Cage in that case. But in this case, you've got Kevin Bacon as your father here, and you're fighting against the underworld. I'm quite curious. I mean, obviously, because you have done that film previously, what did you learn from that film, and what have you learned from this film, from this series? Sorry, with Kevin as well, because obviously he's fought against tremors, but these great worms under the earth, and then obviously Nicolas Cage had fought with kind of demons and things like that before. What did you learn from those kind of veterans to help you in this series, for example?
I mean, a whole multitude of things. They're obviously their work speaks for themselves. They're absolutely fantastic actors, but I mean, working with Kevin on this from the first moment. So I came into set and I had my first like real meaty scenes about 2 or 3 weeks into filming. So they had a rapport going on already on set, and they had the rhythm going, and that can be daunting coming in to a set that's already going. And he was so open and immediately was like, all right, welcome to the family, and super collaborative. Beyond just how he operates in front of the camera, he's so welcoming and kind and gracious to not only his co-stars, but also the crew, which is really admirable. I think one of the best metrics for an actor is how they treat the crew. So that was always great. And then also in terms of the collaborative nature of him, I mean, right after I signed on to the project, I got a text from a random number, and it said, "Hey man, this is Kevin. We're really stoked to have you on board." And I'd never really had that before, from someone like that, which was really meant a lot. That's the type of stuff that sticks with you and you remember on your first day of set and makes you feel welcome and belonged. And then I think in terms of the music, I mean, he was so open for ideas, and I would send him mandolin solos late at night and be like, "Hey, I'm thinking this for the Will the Circle," and he'd be like, "Yeah, that's great, let's do it." I mean, he really was nice. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And something that I love about the show is that it blends the horror and the comedy in perfectly. It's like it's had kind of Tremors and Evil Dead vibes going on there, and it works really well. So I'm quite curious about the special effects. Obviously, it gets really quite violent, but at the same time, it's kind of comedic at the same time. So I'm quite curious how you controlled that, how you managed to that from an actor's perspective to kind of not laugh, but also to keep the comedy there, and also kind of get really freaked out at the same time.
I mean, I grew up in a traveling circus, and I grew up in a family of clowns. And it's all slapstick and stuff like that. So the physical performance, which is ultimately, I feel like what drove a lot of the action here, which, I mean, like the chainsaw through the face and then lighting on fire. I mean, there's all these moments where it's the physicality that creates the comedy, which is kind of the world I grew up in. So even though it's a little different and the stakes are a little different, it's I could always relate to that. I really love physical comedy. Physical performance in general is just, that's always my way into a character. So when the whole world is derived from that, I really feel at home.
And listen, they're pulling me out. So congratulations on the show. I loved it to bits. Thank you so much. It's a great time. I can't wait for people to see it, and I hope to speak to you again sometime soon.
Yeah, it was a pleasure speaking to you. I'll see you around.
All right, cheers, Maxwell. Take care. Have fun.
Jesus Lord, please help me.
Did you take our son along for a demon fight yesterday?
I'm just trying to do something nice here. Shit. Fuck